Right. Let's see. How are we looking? How are we sounding? Hopefully this is all going to work. Okay. Cool. Sounds fine on this end. Okay, it's been a little while since we did this, so had to figure out a few technical issues. And this is the first time in a long time that we've streamed to both Twitch and YouTube, so hello YouTube. Not often that you guys get this stuff on your end. Okay, just making sure that everything is good to go. Right. This version does some weird things to my streaming software. Does not seem to agree with it. But no worries. Okay. Right, let's. There we are. Hello, everyone. Thank you as always for tuning in to DiscoTech. This is the Minecraft April Fools update. This is not a mod. This is not anything like that. This is technically all vanilla. So this is Craftmine, which is a fun little play on the name of the game. And from what I understand, we are building our own worlds and then finding resources inside of those worlds. So let's we'll figure out how the heck that works. Just double checking it to make sure that everything's coming through on Twitch, everything is coming through on YouTube. Okay, perfect. Seems like we are all set. So this is the, I guess, the hub area. It's set up in such a way that we are going to return back here after every time that we go into the, gosh, words are hard, into the world, whichever world that we end up crafting. Are you just making sure that everyone is aware we've started? I think I sent out. Okay, let people know. Discord, perfect. Yeah, so essentially what we're going to be doing is we are designing a world. So we go into this thing, which is the Minecrafter, very original name, as the devs like to point out. And now we need to craft our mine. So I played around with this a little bit, but there are a lot of things that I still don't quite understand. So we've got all of these options, all of these ingredients, and I think these are two that are already in place. We can only add one additional one. So let's see. It's a rock type. That's already in place. Plains biome. For some reason, it looks like some of these were not able to choose. But all the ones that have like the white background around them, we're not able to choose. But it looks like we can place that one in. Hit that. Mine one. Whoa, that's fancy. I love the dedication to the UI here. But I think we should now be able to jump right in. So how do we? Oh right, I think we press the globe. Ooh, ominous, ominous. All right, adding 7 mountains and 7. Whoa. Okay, here we are. We've made the advancement down the hatch, and we've got this lovely little starting area. We've got a crafter here. So it looks like all of our slots are locked except for our hotbar, so we're not able to craft anything. We're not able to hold anything other than the 9 slots in our inventory. which is really interesting and something that I would love to be able to do in vanilla. We can pick up a crafter with just our hands, right? Yes, we can. Beautiful. All right, well, this is our world. And I think the goal here is to gather up items to exchange for XP. The more items that we get, the more XP that we get, and we'll be able to use that to craft more worlds that have various different perks going into each world. Oh, and we've been given a trophy, a cow trophy. That's lovely. So I want to start by over there. It's so weird not to have a zoom key, but apparently a bunch of stuff changed internally, so I can't have any of the usual mods, which is why things are going to look a little bit grainy off in the distance. But over there where that beacon is, that is our end point. So we're only going to be able to bring 9 types of items with us. I wonder, I think, yeah, each of these has a value. So 0.01, 0.05, 0.04, 0.12, that sort of thing. If we take our crafter and we put one of these wildflowers in here, 0.03. Okay, so they have the same value. We'll craft one because why not? We're not able to carry too much stuff on us yet, unless where's the, I forget what button it is. Is it? Oh, there we go. So this is all of these various different upgrades that we can get in exchange for XP. And so we'll go through each of these a bit, but we don't have any XP at the moment, which we did get a little bit of experience from killing that cow, but I think that the best course of action is just to gather up enough items to fill our hotbar and just jump right into the other portal, because we are seriously lacking in inventory space at the moment. So let's go some dirt. That's number 8. All right, we need shears to gather bushes. Let's get logs. And it does benefit us, I think, to have more than one item. So having a bunch of wildflowers is a good idea. But I kind of just wanted to show this at the beginning. We can see exactly what is going on here. This is an interesting generation choice. Is that Podzol off in the distance? That, or it's just my game freaking out because my anti-aliasing settings don't work. So now that we've filled up our hotbar, I think that I am going to take these things back with us. Is there a way to see? Oh, like this. Okay. So we are able to see each of the sort of upgrades, all the ingredients in this world. So those are all the various different features. If we're ever unclear on what we are able to do, we can always take a look at that. But yeah, so we will not be able to fit more than 9 types of items in our inventory right now. I know there is a way to unlock that. This is so cool, by the way, like being able to restrict the inventory. This is something that map makers have wanted to be able to do forever. So maybe one day, maybe this is a sign that the team is working on that and bringing that into the proper game. But I think we should be good to just head back, right click, leaving the mine in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there we go. We get a whole ton of XP from that. And let's see, unlocked new mine ingredient, floating islands, slimes, base rock type is diorite, interesting choice. And we've completed our first mine. That's actually given us quite a few levels. So now if we press U, first thing we're going to do, I mean, we have to get crafting first, and then get ourselves some pockets. Ooh, the next upgrade is 15 levels. But we are able to do inventory crafting. Anything else that we want right at the moment? I don't know what that's going to do. Get off to a flying start. Sounds fun. Cropsberry bushes and beehives have a chance of dropping extra loot. Ooh, that works for me. Anything else we can get for one? Advantage in battle. This one's just here to annoy you, pets? Is it here to annoy me because we can't do this in vanilla, or because it's an annoying pet? I don't know. But what was it? School of Hard Knocks. Oh, that's interesting. This is various things to make the game harder. Interesting. I think this is the only other one that we can afford right now. So grabbing that. And is there more experience lying around? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so then I think what we do is we're supposed to drop these extra mines off. We've made the advancement nostalgic. Activate a mine revisitor. We can place our trophy down here. So this allows us to go back into that same world, and we can kill cows. Lovely. But we're in adventure mode, basically, so we're not able to break anything here, which is another feature that would be really cool to have in the base game. But now that we've cleared this one, we have this eye of exit. Anytime if we right-click that, boom, brings us right back to here. Okay, so let's see. New ingredients, slimes, heralds, and we can also 20 of your experience to work toward upgrading the Minecrafter table. Okay, we don't have the XP to do that, it looks like. Or am I clicking the wrong thing? I don't know. But this is all of the various different stuff that we haven't unlocked yet. So let's see. So it's given us slimes, ocelots. It won't let us do floating islands. It's not letting us pick either of these guys. Plains biome. Ooh, chickens would be good because we get a few different types of items from them. So let's jump right into there. This is so dramatic. Goodness. When it's automatically given us an egg at the start. That's fun. Hello! Oh my goodness, they're adorable. I love them all. It's too bad that they are pretty much completely useless. What in the world is... Wait, is this... Oh, it's automatically put us into floating islands. That's going to be interesting. Well, first things first, we've got our crafting table here, and we've got one additional row of inventory, so we can pick up an additional 9 items. So I don't know if it's the variety of items that matters or just the number of items. Because if it's the variety, then that encourages us to look for new types of items, look for things that we haven't seen before, which sounds like a really interesting way of doing it. Ooh, new frontiers. Oh, mine ingredient, forest biomes. Did we get that from... We must have gotten that from breaking the leaves. That's fun. Just let a few of these guys decay. Going to get an acacia sapling drop yet? Yes, it did. Okay, beautiful. I am going to move everything that we don't actively need. Oh, bring this item to the mine exit to convert to experience. Interesting. So that's not just a regular egg. Oh wait, no, that it has the same thing for all of those, but egg has a value of 0. Huh. Well, that's strange. So we are in floating island, it said, right? Yep, that's gonna be interesting. Ooh. Lack of brightness is going to be fun to deal with. Oh dang, why you gotta do this to my eyes? We can do is we can craft. I don't remember. Are we able to use a crafting table? Okay, good, we are. We make right now, we can make wood, which is more valuable than logs, but we would get diminishing returns. I think that's fine. Probably shouldn't have used up all of my wood on that, though. We probably should have grabbed some tools. Oh, I missed this. Taiga biomes. That, I'm pretty sure wasn't there before. That must have dropped from the leaves decaying. That's fun. Am I hearing... Thought that I was hearing some nasties. Alrighty. So we need to actually find our exit. I'm looking for the beacon beam. It's either going to be... if it's down in the void somewhere, I'm going to be annoyed. We want to see about getting some food before we leave this area. Because I think that if we die, we lose anything that we brought in with us, or anything that we collected. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's fairly close by. Not bad, not bad. Okay, we've got room for a bunch more items. Is it worth making a pickaxe? I know that we'll be able to unlock the ability to start with a pickaxe later on. I don't know if it's worth like going in, putting the time in mining stone, that sort of thing. Whoa! Unified world. We got that just from placing the crafting table down. Interesting. Okay. Let's at least make ourselves a pick. Grab. Let's see. Cobblestone is worth 0.02. And tough is also worth 0.02, so same value. Are we able to dig up? We are able to dig up the portal blocks. That's fun. I'm assuming the portal is still going to function. It's like 0.2 for a lot of those. Interesting. Okay. Let's see, is it more worth it? We don't want to break these down. Just trying to decide if there's anything that we want to transform. We've got space for one more item. It did say, oh, goat ingredient. Love that. Okay, we are out of food and I don't want to get murdered, so let's head back. Four, three, two, one. And here we are. Woo! Whole bunch of goodies from that. Let's just get all the experience. Okay, let's see, what all did that give us? It gave us tough, zombies, amplified world, goats, forests, and taiga biomes. And then, oh, did the crafter, it's automatically upgraded. Interesting. Okay, so now we have a bunch more options. Let's just drop this guy off. World 2. One thing I didn't think to check is whether or not we get like boosted experience, or whether we get any experience from killing things in here. We won't be able to go in with a sword or anything, so not too much point in checking. Let's see. Gatherer. We want to go... Okay. Mining efficiency. Okay, so we're going to need a lot of XP if we want to get a starting pickaxe, so we might need to invest a little bit more early on in that. Let's see, what are our ingredients? Okay, so we can start with Amplified World. That might be fun. Next, Surface World. World above the mines. Do that guy, and then taiga biomes. That'll give us a bunch of new stuff. Jump right in. Ooh. It's always fun. Okay. Whoa, that's a lot higher than I was expecting. Okay, and we already are able to see the portal. It's nice that that's not too far away. Now, I've just thought of something. The fact that we have these additional crafting slots here kind of implies to me that we'll be able to unlock a full 3x3 crafting grid in our inventory, which would be amazing. This is interesting. The filler, this main stone block, is deep slate in this world. Okay, I do need to try something really quick, because I need to know what happens when we die. Ah. Oh, that's interesting. Are we able to put that back in, I wonder? Oh no, status lost. Interesting. Okay, so that is completely unavailable to us. But I did see something drop. I wonder if we go in here. Visiting old mine that was sadly lost. Now that we have this eye, I'm gonna navigate back to the spot where we died. Oh, some familiar tunes going on here. I cannot see. I was hoping I'd be able to tell if the item was still down there. Okay, let's just, we're not gonna be able to dig. A little bit of a drop there. Okay, yes, there is an ingredient there. Am I gonna have the hearts for this? Barely. Alright, what have we got? Rabbits. Well, that's fun. Okay, not too much. I don't really want to see what happens if we die again in here. So, that guy. I notice it is the same color as the other two. Oh, wait a minute. Did that not give us... Oh, we would have had to take it to the portal. That's a shame. Okay. Let's go with taiga biomes again. And I kind of want to avoid different world types until we have Link Fancy. We can do goats. Why not? It's so dramatic. Righty. So we've got spruce trees, goats, all the fun stuff. Hello, friends. The egg because we don't get anything fancy from it. So I guess it is going to be worth destroying trees on the chance that those drop ingredients for us. Now, I am really hoping that everything is going to keep working properly. We're trying something a bit different with the stream. So I'm using a different plugin for multi-streaming. And so I have no idea how that's going to go. So hopefully everything is working properly. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get one of you guys to charge at us. Because I want a goat horn. Ready, please. Just thinking about it. Thinking about it. That's going to be a high value item, right? I think he's got to have a straight line of sight to us. Come on. Come on. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, no. Well, we can at least get ourselves... Should at least be able to get ourselves a trophy, right? Oh, no trophy. Interesting. That's a bit of a bummer. Our other goat friend. Alright, come here, goat. Come on. Yeah, putting too much effort into this. Too much time and effort going into that. Just see if we can get another trophy from these guys. So we got the cow trophy earlier. Which I'm now realizing I'm pretty sure that... Were they the regular cows earlier? Because the trophy... There we go. Because the trophy I remember seeing earlier didn't have the warm cow? Or the woolly cow? I'll have to go back and check, but I don't think that it matched the cow that we were killing. I could be completely wrong about that. Swamp biomes. Love it, love it. So, I'm very sorry, pig. You are both delicious and potentially give trophies. There we go. Trophy from you. Bunch of sugarcane. Let's get all of these into our storage. Break all the berries. What are these? These are going to be... Oh, wait. Berries actually have a pretty high value. And we also got a fox ingredient. Love that. Love that. All right. I do wonder, like, do we think that there's going to be portals or anything? Like, could we potentially beat the game inside of one of these worlds? That would be fun. I definitely won't be doing that today. I don't have the time, but that would be interesting. Okay, I have completely lost track of where we started. That was our entrance. I do want to find the exit. Oh, exit's right up there. No worries. Okay. Boom. A bunch of these. We just get... Oh, we got a sniffer ingredient. That's fun. Okay. I think we're at a point right now where we're kind of just going until we run out of food. Because once we get past that point, I don't really have the means right now of... I mean, I guess we do have a bunch of berries, but those are going to give us a ton of experience, so I'd rather not use those up. Now, question here. Clay ball is 0.8. Clay block is... Wait a second. Is clay 0.08 versus 0.02? Clay balls are worth more than clay blocks? That feels a little bit backwards, but okay. Right. Make our way over to this guy with a no sprint. I don't want to eat the berries. If I do, then it's going to use up a bunch of our potential points. Okay. There we go. Anything else we want to pick up? No, inventory is full. Although, now we don't have the experience for that. So we are going to make our way out with the new ingredients that we have found. Or not. Oh, there we go. Woo! Oh, that was a lot. Oh, that was so much. Holding on to the berries was worth it. Beautiful, beautiful. Level 25 just from that. I will take it. That's great. All right, let's see. What can we get? I'd like to try and go for at level 27. I think we're gonna go down this route, get a little bit more experience, and then we should be able to use... Yeah, that is not the type of pig that we saw earlier. I wonder if that's... I don't know what's going on there. Oh, please hold for just a moment. Okay, I think we are good. Okay, so we get another 3 levels. Then we can get an automatic pickaxe. Ooh. Kuiper World affects igloo in space? What in the world? So we've got a challenge. What do these do, by the way? Doors yearn for the keys. Interesting. I guess we're going to the Kuiper World. Well, that's slightly concerning. Here we go. It's so dramatic. Making everyone confused. Yes, you are. You certainly... Whoa. Hello. What in the world? So this is... Oh. And the exit is all the way up there. That's... Well, that's a lot. Ooh. We've got... of course, we don't get the villagers. We do get a bunch of things from here, though. Oh, we can't double-click them in? Interesting. Now, this is going to be very helpful, but I don't know if we're going to be able to make it all the way up there, because that's quite a distance to go, but we'll give it a shot. So many snowballs. We've already completely filled up our inventory, as you do. What was that we got alongside that? We got snowy biomes. Gotcha. Fun. Okay. That's not going to get us up there. Let's try Something like this. That. Just over a stack now. Oh, we should be digging from back here. Blocks and blocks. And a few more blocks. Okay, so we've got some high value items. Definitely would like to try and make it out of here alive. If we go up first. Because if we can get high enough starting out, then we should be able to make it a decent amount of the way there. Oh man, this is such a cool world setting. Like, I wonder, there's gotta be a way to do this in vanilla, right? Maybe using features, root systems, that kind of thing. There's tons of little tips and tricks for ways that you can do stuff like this. I just don't know off the top of my head how they would be doing it in this case. Hello, friend. I should probably kill you for a trophy, but I won't do that. Dang it. Ooh. Tricky stuff. Dang it. Losing materials as we're trying to make more. Okay. Right. Thinking now that we go forward from here, maybe we try to get over to there. Maybe we go over here. So we can have this as a backup, dropping down to that tree. A polar bear there. Please don't have a cub. I think we're fine. Taking down the tree. Oh, it would have been nice if that chest had given us an axe. No such luck. Okay. How are we doing on inventory space? Don't have a ton left. We might end up having to sacrifice some of this for building materials. It's so far away still. Go grab a bunch of the snow from here. Do not want to accidentally dig out 2 blocks and just lose our snow. I also don't want to whack the polar bear, because that would be a nightmare. Definitely, I'm sure we would get a trophy for that, but it is not worth the possibility of dying, especially since there is so much that goes into this world. Okay. Let's craft up our snow blocks. more of these. And carpets are not going to be much use to us, neither is the egg. Let's get everything that we're not going to be using for building materials out of the hotbar. Actually, do we have pockets? Deeper pockets is 15. Got it. Okay. Not something that we can do with the resources we have available. Should be able to grab some of you, that. Another block under here? No, there's not. Okay. Use that as our path back. Oh, do not fall, please. We could technically get infinite snow from these snowmen. Slowly let that pile up. That is a strategy. It's a bit of a boring one, but it would work. Okay. Just snow from here. And then we can make a bunch of spruce planks as well. Okay. Well, thank you for your services. Oh, whoops. That was maybe not the smartest move I've ever made. That does give me an idea. We should be able to use this for some vertical motion. Make our way up to this guy. And grab a bunch of resources from here. Sapling we're not going to need. I mean, this works, right? We can just... That's probably why it gave us the shovels, is so that we would do this. That makes a lot more sense than whatever the heck I'm trying to do. Okay. Did that just give us another... No, we already had that water bucket. Okay. I'm thinking what we can do from here is, as long as we're smart about it, we should be able to have water coming back down in such a way that it won't kill the golems. So we would have access to those indefinitely. These don't have a cub. I'm not seeing one, so we should be fine. And I was not expecting to have something so difficult. What is my brightness at? Brightness is at bright. That, I guess, makes sense. Yeah, I have terrible low light vision. I think I've talked about this in the past, but I can barely see anything on the screen right now, aside from like the brighter elements, which is why all the time in my videos I always have the brightness like artificially ramped up, because I can't see otherwise. It might be worth, I think we make a crafting table here so that we can convert these into slabs, because that way we can go horizontally. So let's us higher up. Great. Probably should have brought the table with us, but oh well. Too late for that now. Feel like I'm back in Skyblock, which this might be a little bit of a spoiler. I mean, it's definitely a spoiler, but I am looking into doing Skyblock again. We've been doing a lot of stuff with Create recently, and I hit a little bit of a motivational rut there, but I've been interested in possibly doing Skyblock or another similar sort of challenge run. So let me know if that's something that you guys want to see. I don't know for sure what we're going to be doing for this week, because I'll be honest, I haven't spent a whole lot of time in the create mode world. In the create mode? Create world. I don't know. As much as I like the create mod, there are times when it hurts my brain. And so feeling like I need to be constantly figuring out, like, oh, here's this machine that I want to make, that, like, figuring out the nitty gritty, the small details of the various different machines and automation and stuff. It's the type of thing where it is a lot of fun, but when you are trying to figure it out, especially when you're trying to figure it out while on a time limit, because, I mean, videos have to happen at some point. I can't just spend all my time just messing around. So I don't know, I guess it's hard to keep up that creative energy. And so that's why I've actually really enjoying doing, like, story-based maps and, like, things that have a clear progression to them. That helps my brain a little bit to just say, okay, this is a roadmap for what we're going to do, what we need to do. I do like the new 1.21.5, the new additions, all of that kind of stuff. Big fan of the mob variants. It would be nice if they had extended that to a few other mobs with variants, like, you know, axolotls or villagers. Would have made my day, but there's definitely, I can see why, for most of those, why they didn't. I think rabbits, they didn't either, right? I'm probably misremembering that, but it was what? It was, so, cows, sheep, chickens, cats, and was it frogs? Oh, and pigs, of course. But yeah, aside from that, I don't remember off the top of my head if they added any more variants. Did they do parrots? Might have done. But yeah, there's so much, like, that type of system makes a lot of sense because there are so many mobs in the game that just have those variants. And ever since we got the different wolf variants, that's kind of seemed like the obvious next step for that. It does make data packs a little bit cluttered, I will admit. Like, if you go into the inner workings of the game, like if you go into the jar file, nerd speak, I know, but if you go in there and you take a look at just how many things are in that folder, it's a little bit excessive, and it can be really hard to navigate through that just because there's so much in there now. it does feel like it would have made more sense to have them in like a folder. Because you go in there and everything is separate. It's got wolf variants, pig variants, just like the whole list next to like advancements and recipes and all of that kind of stuff. So it does make it a little bit messy. I understand why they did it the way that they did. Because there's like all this. We're getting into nerdy mode here for a second. So Minecraft has what's called registries, where every type of object, such as items, blocks, mobs, that sort of thing, everything that can be put into like a category has its own registry. And that's also the case for all of the data-driven stuff, recipes, and that sort of thing. It's a little... The specifics of how it works are a little bit different because all of that stuff is loaded at the time when the world is loaded, for the most part. But yeah, it does make it a little bit messy, or like trying to do the same thing, like with these mob variants. A lot of them, they're similar but different enough that like there are reasons to keep them separate. I guess it's less of like an issue I have on the technical side and more just an organization thing. It just looks... Things just end up looking a bit cluttered. Can use some of these. Whoop. Don't decay yet. We're getting close, we might make it. I'm thinking we go one more island over. We should have enough slabs to get to there. In fact, let's just head straight across. What was I saying? Probably something boring. I really hope... So I've got chat window up here. Hold on, I just want to make sure. Okay, that is working. But I'm very paranoid that, like, things are not coming through properly. Because I've never used, like, the OBS plugin that I'm using to do this is something I'm not very familiar with. When I decided to do this stream, I said to myself, okay, well, I would like to try and do this for both Twitch and YouTube. Because a lot of the time in the past when we've done live streams, it's only been on the Twitch account, which makes sense. Most people don't try to stream to both. But because the YouTube account has been growing so much recently, we've had, I think, 60 something subscribers in the past 2 weeks or so, which for a channel of my size is wild. Like, that is a huge amount of just progress, I guess. Like, that's a ton. And thank you, everyone, for that. That's been... I did not even look before I broke that. That could have been the end. But yeah, that's been a huge jump, and I have completely lost my train of thought. I have no idea where I was going with that. But yeah, I figured I want to do more things that involve that. Just see a fox plummet to its death. That is really depressing. But I want to do more things that involve the YouTube side of things. And streaming is easy. It's something I don't have to edit, so it's nice to be able to have that in both places. Anything else we want to pick up while we are here? I don't remember these giving too much. Ooh, If we break these pieces of wood, we're not going to be able to grab it, but I was hoping we might get like Pale Garden biome, something like that. Gimme, no, whatever. Leaving, making our way back out. Ooh, I was not even thinking about the value of anything. But we've got a master key, or a shimmering key. That's interesting. Is that what these doors lead to, I'm assuming? Something to do with those? Is there one at this end? There is not. Get all of the experience? I think so. Yes. What? Oh. Let's see. The door you just clicked. I don't quite understand this, but if we open that up. Hello. We've got a window and another door leading out from that. So are we like expanding the... This is trippy, by the way. Wait a minute. Are these all... I guess this isn't something that I can break, but this is... Like this is... We're not being held in barrier blocks. That's not like a skybox or anything. I think that this is like blocks using this texture. Similar to how the end portal and gateways work. That's really cool if so. I'm gonna take a quick stretch break, so give us just a moment for that. And I will be right back. I really need to get to a point where I have something more exciting for this screen here. OBS is fun. It's a bit of a pain figuring out like scenes and sources and all sorts of stuff, and so I haven't really messed around with it too much. So but eventually we'll do something to make things look nice, a little bit more personalized. Okay, here we go. So we can definitely get some upgrades now. Get that. Now start out with an iron pickaxe. Ooh. Here we go. Silk touch or that. I think that we're good for now. Exploration. Do we get... Hitting yourself and kind of exit. Ooh. We can add double jumps. Need for speed. That movement speed? I don't know. Anything else that we can get with? Let's now mount levels. Doubtful. Ooh. Most killed has a chance of dropping extra loot. You get a campfire, you are a campfire. Interesting. Get any sword, too expensive. Ooh. Can unlock a crafting table. I'm assuming that's what the additional slots in our grid here are able to do. Yeah, let's drop this guy off. That was fun. That was interesting. Getting to go through all of this again. But yeah, that was a really interesting level. I liked that. In fact, you know what? Are we able to... I guess we can't take it back out, but I feel like I should have put that on this side instead. Oh well. Okay, what have we got? We have... Oops. Wrong button. Okay. Our list is getting larger. I want some sniffers in here. I need an excuse to get sniffers. Let's see. Surface world, granite, cave exit. Oh, wait a second. When exits are found. I do not want to be going down into caves. So surface exits, sniffers. Level this up to have one more. No, I think this will be good for now. I also like the changing font size of the entering the mine and the shake effect. Would also love to have access to that in data packs. Look at that. We start out with an iron pick and some leaf litter. Interesting. Ooh, it has a decent... Oh, it must have... I'm guessing that it would have been, like, we just replaced the blocks where it was. Okay. Our exit's on the surface. Love that, love that. Okay, now that we've got an iron pick, we might want to consider heading a bit further down into the world. Hello, sniffers. Oh, and you've immediately given us a pitcher pod. Thank you for that. The value of these 0.02, they're not worth much. Which I suppose makes sense considering that we're able to get sniffers spawning naturally. If something appears everywhere in the world, then it's not as valuable. 0.48, that feels like a lot. So maybe we grab a ton of flowers. I'd like to get, how much did we need for deepest pockets? 30 levels for that. We're slowly ramping up, slowly getting to that point. Why would you do this? Rain, no. Bad. Illegal. Every time. Alright, maybe we don't spend too much time in this world. Bees? Anybody in here? I know there's a way to tell now whether or not there are bees inside of the hive, but I don't remember what it is. I'm thinking we just grab a ton of flowers. Are we getting any sort of bonus bits from these? Probably not. And something I haven't even considered is that eventually we're gonna get, if we stay in a world long enough, eventually the sun's gonna go down. You know, I think it would be a lot of fun to try and do some sort of challenge run in this version. Yeah, like I'm imagining getting a group together. Maybe I'll run this by some of the ISV or Spiral people where we would be able to go through, gather up a bunch of resources, and try to beat the Ender Dragon. Bonus points if we do it with none of the upgrades. That would be tough. It would be tough, probably slightly annoying to do, but it would be a lot of fun as well. Because essentially you're playing on hardcore, where if you die, like the world doesn't, I mean, I guess the world, you'd still be able to access the world, but it would only be in adventure mode. So you wouldn't be able to go in with, actually, would we have access to tools? I might have to test with one of our previous worlds and see if we're able to bring this pickaxe in with us. Because if so, I guess you wouldn't be able to put the eyes into the portal frame. Or you wouldn't be able to get the eyes. I'm just trying to think of that, because as soon as you die in a world, or as soon as you complete a world, you lose access to it. Like, it becomes adventure mode. You would still, if the path, like, to the stronghold, to the Nether Fortress and everything was open, like was left open, and you wouldn't have to worry about mining through to it. Or I guess you could just rely on creeper explosions, but that sounds painful. But yeah, I think that in theory you could probably beat this as a challenge. Okay, so things that we get automatically, which for some reason the egg is coming in with a... Oh, you know what? That's probably because we unlocked pets category. But we could, in theory, probably beat something like this in some sort of challenge mode. Ooh, leaving just as it starts thundering, that is okay by me. Ooh, that's a lot of XP. Is that enough for the rest of our pockets? Not enough to fill things up? It might be. There goes -6. Just pop you in there. Oh, wait a minute. You've got a different beam color. I wonder why. Okay, you don't bring your tools that you've unlocked with you. Got it. So it's basically, you'd pretty much be playing in hardcore. But you'd get multiple chances at it. I don't even know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if structures spawn. I don't think I've seen any, so maybe they don't. Uh-oh. This is a little bit awkward. I've just realized I have got something that I need to take care of, so I'm not actually going to be able to finish up. I'll see if we can maybe pick this up. Probably not later today. I'll see if we can pick things up tomorrow. If we can, I will make a post about that on Twitter or on YouTube, something like that, wherever you guys will see it. But yeah, I am going to need to head out a little bit earlier than expected, but this has been a ton of fun. I can definitely see myself playing around with this a lot more, and I can also see how a lot of these things could be brought into like the base game. Obviously not in the way that it's been done, but a lot of these different types of features would be really fun to have access to in data packs, that kind of thing, such as these doors that we can only open with a key, being able to lock inventory spaces, that kind of thing would be a ton of fun. But we'll see if any of that happens in the future. Anyway, I am going to head out. Sorry for the slightly shorter stream, but It was a ton of fun. So be good to each other, be good to yourselves, and I will catch you on the airwaves. Stay tuned.